Feel that in your body. Before I say another word, before I name the celestial currents that are pulling on you right now, I need you to feel it. It is not in your mind. Your mind is the last to know. It is in your hips, a strange, deep ache of something that has been carried for too long. It is behind your eyes, a pressure that is not a headache but a kind of swelling, as if you are looking out at the world from deep underwater. It is in your gut, a slow, confusing churn that is neither hunger nor anxiety, but both at once. A sense of being simultaneously empty and overfull. This is not a symptom of your life. This is a symptom of the cosmos. This is the physical evidence that you are standing at the confluence of two rivers that do not belong in the same age, let alone the same moment, and they are both pouring into you. Within the next 48 hours, two celestial events, two ancient energetic signatures, are reaching their absolute peak at the exact same time. This is not supposed to happen. Astrologers who have spent their lives poring over the old charts, the Babylonian clay tablets, the Hellenistic papyri, will tell you that these two currents are antithetical. One is designed to dissolve, the other to crystallize. One brings a holy fog, the other a terrifying clarity. One pulls you backward into the dream of what was, the other catapults you forward into the truth of what must be. And you, right now, are the vessel in which these two forces are meeting. The fog and the lightning are happening in the same sky, inside of you. The first current is what the old texts call the river of forgetting. Think of it as a slow, deep, muddy river, the color of twilight. It carries the silt of every memory you have ever lived, every identity you have ever worn, every promise you made that has long since expired. This is a Saturnian current, heavy and slow. Its purpose is to wash over the landscape of your life and gently, relentlessly, blur the edges. It wants to soften the sharp corners of regret. It wants to dissolve the monuments you built to your own pain. Its gift is release, but its process feels like confusion. It feels like forgetting names, dates, even the reason you walked into a room. It feels like a deep, pulling weariness, a desire to sleep for 100 years. This river does not wash things away to destroy them. It washes them away to return them to the earth, to compost the old stories so that something new might eventually grow. This is the fog. The second current is the rain of remembering. This is not a gentle shower. This is a Uranian storm. It is electric, sudden, and absolutely pure. It is a torrent of cleansing, clarifying truth that falls from a clear sky. It does not blur, it sharpens. It does not dissolve, it reveals. This rain hits the muddy waters of your inner world and for a moment causes chaos. But its function is to make the silt, the mud, the debris of the river of forgetting instantly heavy. It forces everything that is not pure, a central truth, to drop to the bottom, leaving the surface of the water, the surface of your awareness, shockingly, breathtakingly clear. Its gift is truth, but its process can feel like a violent awakening. It's the phone call you suddenly know you have to make. It's the lie you've been telling yourself that suddenly tastes like poison in your mouth. It's the recognition of a pattern that snaps into focus with the force of a revelation. This is the clarity. So you see the dilemma. You are being washed by a river that wants you to forget, and drenched by a rain that demands you remember. This is why one moment you feel lost in a dream, adrift and nostalgic, and the next you are seized by a non-negotiable urgency, a sense of time running out. These are not contradictory moods. They are the twin effects of this cosmic paradox. Your spirit is attempting to navigate both at once. It is trying to release the old boat while a tidal wave of new water is arriving. Most will be consumed by the fog. They will feel the pull of the river of forgetting and surrender to it. They will fall into old habits, revisit old relationships, and mistake the dissolution for depression. They will feel the confusion and believe they are lost. They will see the mud and believe they are dirty. They are not wrong, but they are only seeing half of the story. They are feeling the tide go out, and they do not know that the tsunami is on its way. A few, the ones who have been doing the work, the ones who have been sitting in the quiet and listening, will feel the rain of remembering first. They will experience the clarity as a brutal but welcome grace. The decision will be made. The words will be spoken. The path will illuminate. But they may become impatient with the slowness of their own bodies, the lingering sadness, the strange grief for the very things they know they must release. They will feel the pull of the new but be confused by the weight of the old. They too are only experiencing half of the story. But you found your way here, and that tells me you are one of the very few who are being asked to stand in the center of the paradox and hold both energies at once. You are being asked to consciously sort what must be forgotten from what must be remembered. You are the alchemist in the storm, turning muddy water into a sacred elixir. This is not a punishment. It is an initiation. You are being taught to see in the dark and stay grounded in the lightning. So let us rank the signs. Let us give them names, so when they move through you, you can recognize them not as your own personal chaos, but as the weather of the cosmos. Let us separate the voice of the river from the voice of the rain. First, let us speak of the fog, the signs you are wading deep in the river of forgetting. The primary sign is a profound disruption of your sense of time. You will find yourself thinking about a decade ago with the same emotional intensity as yesterday. Old faces will appear in your dreams, people you have not thought of in years, and you will wake with the ghost of their presence still in the room. You will scroll through old photographs, not with simple nostalgia, but with a feeling of being haunted, as if the person in those pictures is a stranger you were once responsible for. This is the river loosening your anchor to the linear present. It is asking you, was that you? Is it still you? Does this memory serve the person you are becoming, or does it tether you to a shore you have already left? The second sign of the fog is a physical and energetic heaviness. It is a fatigue that sleep does not touch. You can sleep for 10 hours and wake up feeling as though you have been digging ditches all night. This is because your energetic body has been working. It has been dredging the riverbed of your subconscious. It has been pulling up old anchors, tangled nets of ancient griefs, the stones of unspoken resentments. Your body is tired because your spirit is engaged in a monumental task of emotional archaeology. Do not fight this weariness. Do not caffeinate your way through it. Honor it. Rest. Your body is not failing you. It is processing for you. It is metabolizing the past. The weight you feel in your limbs is the gravity of what you are releasing. It will pass. The third sign of the fog is a temporary loss of language. You will find yourself grasping for words. You will be in the middle of a sentence, and the precise noun you need will vanish. You will try to explain a feeling and find that all the words you have are inadequate, clumsy. This is deeply intentional. The river of forgetting works on the pre-verbal level. It wants to dissolve the labels you have put on your experiences because the labels have become cages. You call it my anxiety, my failed marriage, my terrible childhood. The river washes over these labels until the ink runs, until the story becomes less rigid, less defined. It is forcing you back into the pure, unnamed feeling beneath the narrative. It is quieting your analytical mind so you can hear a deeper truth. It says, stop telling the story for a moment. Just feel the current. The final and most subtle sign of the fog is a pull towards sensory comforts that connect you to the past. The smell of a food your grandmother used to make. The desire to listen to the music you loved when you were 16. The urge to wrap yourself in an old blanket. This is not simple regression. This is your soul gathering the fragments of your history, the parts of your past that were genuinely innocent, genuinely true, and pulling their essence forward. The river is not indiscriminate. It does not want to erase your entire history. It wants to help you sort the medicine from the poison. It uses your senses, your deep bodily memory, to remind you of what was nourishing, what was pure before the complications set in. It is asking you to gather the golden threads from the old tapestry before you let the rest of it dissolve. Now, let us speak of the lightning, the signs you are being touched by the rain of remembering. These signs are not gentle. They are sharp, immediate, and unmistakable. The first and most powerful sign of clarity is the arrival of what I call the non-negotiable truth. This is a single, declarative sentence that lands in your mind with absolute authority. It is not a thought you constructed. It feels more like a message you received. It could be, "This relationship is over," or "You have to leave this city," or "This is not the work you are meant to do." There is no debate. There is no argument. The moment it arrives, you know it is true with every cell in your body. It is the kind of truth that, once seen, cannot be unseen. It is often a truth you have been actively avoiding for months or even years. The rain of remembering washes away all the justifications, all the excuses, all the rationalizations, and leaves you standing face to face with this one simple, devastating fact. This is the lightning strike. It reorganizes your entire inner landscape in a single flash. The second sign of clarity is a sudden and radical intolerance for your own excuses. The little lies you tell yourself to get through the day about your health, your finances, your addictions, your compromises, will suddenly become unbearable. You will hear yourself saying one, and you will feel a wave of physical nausea. You will feel the dissonance in your own voice. The rain of remembering is a purifying agent. It creates an internal environment where untruth cannot survive. You will suddenly have no more patience for the performance. You will feel an overwhelming urge to be brutally, terrifyingly honest, first with yourself and then with others. This is not about creating conflict. It is about restoring integrity. The rain says, the vessel must be pure. The third sign of clarity is an energetic surge that feels like a coiled spring being released in your solar plexus. While the river brought fatigue, the rain brings a clean, focused, almost manic energy. It is the sudden impulse to clean out a closet, to write the entire business plan in one night, to have the conversation you have been dreading for a decade. This is not anxious energy, it is activated energy. It is the physical manifestation of the lightning strike. The non-negotiable truth has arrived, and now your body is being flooded with the fuel required to act on it. This is the moment where you are given the power to match your conviction. Do not waste this surge. It is a gift. It is the engine for the change you now know you must make. Channel it. Write, speak, build, move. The final sign of clarity is a profound shift in your perception of the future. The fog of the river can make the future feel abstract, impossible, or even threatening. But when the rain of remembering falls, the future crystallizes. You will not see the whole path, but you will see the very next step with absolute certainty. It will be clear, simple, and right in front of you. The grand, overwhelming question of, "What is my life purpose?" will dissolve, and it will be replaced by the immediate, actionable directive. Send that email, book that flight, sign up for that class. The rain does not deliver the 5-year plan. It delivers the next right thing. It trusts that if you take that one step in integrity, the next will be revealed. Its message is simple. The entire journey is contained in the courage of this single step. So how do you navigate this? How do you stand in the center of the storm and alchemize these two warring forces? You do not fight either of them. You honor both. You allow the river to do its work of dissolution, and you allow the rain to do its work of revelation. You become the conscious container for both. Let me be very clear. There is someone you have been rehearsing a conversation with in your mind, over and over. You know who it is. You have run the scene 100 times in the shower, in the car, in the quiet moments before sleep. You know what you need to say. You have felt the words sitting on your tongue for months, heavy and unspoken. The river of forgetting has been whispering to you, let it go. It's too late. It doesn't matter anymore. Just let it dissolve. It offers you the comfort of silence, the ease of avoidance. It is a seductive song. It promises peace without confrontation, but the rain of remembering is now falling, and it is speaking a different truth. It is saying, the silence is a poison. The avoidance is costing you your life force. The story does not end until the truth is spoken aloud. That non-negotiable truth that landed in your soul, it has a voice. It has a name. It is connected to this person, to this conversation. The clarity you have been given is not for your private contemplation. It is a key, and it is meant to be used to open a door you have kept locked for far too long. The fatigue you feel is the weight of the unspoken words. The intolerance you feel is for the character you have been playing in a story that is no longer yours. The surge of energy is the precise amount of fuel you need to finally speak your piece. You have been given a rare and sacred opportunity. The river has loosened the roots of the old tree. It has softened the ground. This is a mercy. It means the truth, when it is finally spoken, will not have to break through stone. The ground is prepared. The rain has delivered the seed of the new tree, the one that is yours, the one that is true. And it is telling you to plant it. Now, in the soft, damp earth of this moment. This is the ranking. This is the sorting process. The fog is not your enemy. It is the sacred preparation of the soil. The clarity is not a weapon. It is the sacred seed. Those still in the fog are only feeling the soil being tilled. They do not yet have their seed. Those who received only the clarity feel the seed in their hand but find the ground too hard to break. You, however, have both. You have the soft earth and the living seed. You have been given the perfect conditions for a new life to begin. All that is required is the courage to plant it. All that is required is the courage to have the conversation, first with yourself, and then with them. So we must do something with this. This energy is too potent to simply observe. It must be embodied. It must be anchored. I'm going to walk you through a practice, a ritual for the next 3 days to consciously work with these two currents, to honor the forgetting and to integrate the remembering. Do not just listen to this. Do it. Your future self is begging you. On the first day, the day you receive this message, you will honor the river of forgetting. I want you to take a piece of paper, just one, and with a pen, I want you to perform an act of dredging. You will write down everything the fog has stirred up. Every name from the past that has haunted your dreams, every regret that has surfaced, every old identity that feels heavy and ill-fitting, the limiting beliefs spoken over you by others that you internalized, the promises you made to yourself that you did not keep. Do not censor this. Do not judge it. You are not writing a story for anyone to read. You are simply emptying the silt from the river onto the page. Fill the entire page, front and back if you must. Let it be messy, chaotic, even ugly. This is your final inventory of the past. When you are done, you will fold this paper and place it somewhere dark overnight. You will not read it again. Its purpose was in the writing, in the act of pulling it from your body and giving it form. This is the honoring of the mud. On the second day, you will perform the act of release. You will take this piece of paper. You will not unfold it. You will not reread the words. You will take it to a bowl of water. It must be water. This is a rite of the river. You will submerge the paper in the water, and you will watch. You will watch as the paper softens, as the structure dissolves, as the ink begins to bleed into the water, turning it murky, dark. You are witnessing the great forgetting in miniature. You are watching your old stories dissolve back into the primal element from which they came. Stay with it until the paper is no longer a page, but just a pulp, a mass of fiber. You are witnessing the return of form to formlessness. Then you will take this bowl of water and you will return it to the earth. Pour it into the soil of a garden, at the base of a tree, into a river if you are near one. You are giving the stories back. You are completing the cycle. You speak one sentence as you pour. What is over is now complete. Feel the weight lift from you as you do. This is the sacred burial. On the third day, the final day, you will anchor the clarity. This is the rite of the rain of remembering. You will take a clear glass and you will fill it with the purest water you can find. You will hold this glass in both hands. You will stand, preferably barefoot on the earth if you can, but standing in your own home is enough. You will close your eyes and you will call to mind the non-negotiable truth that the rain delivered to you. The one sentence, the one clarity. You will feel it in your body, in your solar plexus, that clean, bright, terrifying energy. And then you will speak this truth aloud, into the water. Whisper it. You are not shouting it to the world. You are programming the water. You are infusing the element with your new instruction, your new reality. You are speaking your future into existence. You say the sentence once with absolute conviction. Then you open your eyes, look at the clear water, and you drink all of it. You take the clarity into your body. You absorb it into your cells. You are not just thinking a new thought. You are becoming a new reality. You are watering the seed. This 3-day process aligns you with the cosmic flow. It honors the past by giving it a sacred death. It honors the future by giving it a sacred birth. It allows you to be the alchemist, the one who stands between the worlds, between the fog and the lightning, and chooses the path of conscious creation. You did not find this by accident. You did not press play on this transmission by chance. Something in you, a deep, ancient intelligence, recognized the storm before your conscious mind even named it. You felt the pressure building. You felt the currents shifting. And you went looking for a map. This is it. This is the language for what your body already knew. Your presence here is the evidence of your readiness. You are not behind. You are not lost in the fog. You are exactly where you need to be, at the precise moment of transformation. The courage you are feeling right now, mixed with the fear, is the sign that you are alive and awake at a time when so many are choosing to sleep. This discomfort is holy. This urgency is a gift. Do not turn away from it. Do not numb it. Do not distract yourself. Stand in the center of it. It is the engine of your next evolution. The person you will be a year from now will look back at this exact moment, at this 48-hour window, and recognize it as the single point of divergence, The moment the entire trajectory of your life shifted. The moment you stopped letting the river of the past carry you and started drinking the rain of the future. The work of a lifetime is often done in a single conscious breath, in a single honest sentence, in a single brave choice. You have been brought to the threshold. The river has washed it clean. The rain has illuminated the handle on the door. All that is left is for you to walk through. For many years, I have spent my hours listening to these currents, reading the ancient star maps and feeling their echo in the collective. I have done this so that when a moment like this arrived, a convergence so rare it will not be seen again in our lifetime, the path through it would be clear. I have translated the storm so you can learn to sail it. In the space below, when you have completed your 3-day practice, I want you to do one final thing. I want you to write a single word. The word that best captures the non-negotiable truth you spoke into the water. You do not need to explain it. You do not need to tell the story around it, just the word. Freedom, sovereignty, honesty, departure, creation, love. Let that word be your testimony. Let it be a stone you place on the path for others to see. Someone beneath your words, someone lost in their own fog, will see your clarity and find the courage to search for their own. Your single word could be the lightning strike for another soul. This is how we walk each other home. Not by giving answers, but by bearing witness to the truth as it emerges. If this work serves you, if this map has helped you navigate your own inner territory, then subscribe. Join this circle. We are gathering the ones who are willing to do the work of staying awake in a world that profits from our sleep. Ring the bell so you do not miss the next transmission. The weather is changing quickly. Let the well run clear.